Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France deck G456 G456 game with Thatcher, Muddan, and PM. And I want to go ahead and say I apologize for the background noise. There's renovation work being done in the adjacent room. I sort of waited, like all the destruction part has been done, so now it's more about construction. So hopefully that is not too bothersome in the background. You guys should be able to hear it as loudly as I do, so hopefully it's not too disruptive. Let's take a look at this first pile. We got some good cards here. Chief, Resource Dealer, Patron, Trailblazer, Puppeteer. It's like, you know, quite a few good grain seller. There's quite a few really good cards here. Could kind of go two ways. My thinking is first pick grain seller, set up for crops, maybe hope to wield Trailblazer, or first pick chief, hope to wield something like Resource Dealer. I think it's between those two for me. Grain Seller needs a little bit of help, I think. As good of a card as I think it is, it definitely needs help. Although I think Chief needs help too. I've done a couple games in a row where I've built a bunch of rooms without having any room discounters, and they've not gone that well because it's just so many building resources. I like Trailblazer. I mean, I could just take Patron here, first pick Patron, and whatever I get back I'm happy with. I could do something like that. Thing is, then I'm getting back, Resource Dealer, Trailblazer rather than, first picking Chief or Grain Seller here. Passing Grain Seller to someone who just opened Morning Trader is deadly, but I mean, Chief has a similar issue, so. I'm not sure what to do here. I think Grain Seller gets a bit worse with some of the newer decks because they have more animals in them. Welcome, Rylocren. I think it's maybe a little less necessary. I think I'm gonna do the flexible pick here. I'm taking Patron, and then we'll see what we get back. Try to be flexible maybe, rather than lock into what we're doing with our first pick here. So then we see Hobbyist, and I'm really happy to see Hobbyist. Hobbyist is great. Humble Farm Boy looks like we're probably not going to be able to make that work, but that's okay. I really like Hobbyist. Especially because Patron helps me get food as well, so that I should be able to actually play those improvements. So I like Organized Handyman quite a bit, but I'm not taking it here because Hobbyist is already going to help me play minor improvements. I could take Botanist here. Yeah, I like Botanist here. Miller is pretty good actually with Patron because you get food when you build the major improvement. But you know what? Hobbyist lets me build major improvements as well. So I think I take Botanist here. I think I have a pretty solid incentive to play Botanist, and with Hobbyist try to build ovens, try to build lots of major improvements. Yeah. Plowman is a pretty excellent card with Patron. I think I can probably take that one. Balance Farmer is interesting because if I can plan my improvements correctly with Hobbyists, then I might be able to use Balance Farmer a bunch. But I'll just take Plowman here. Plowman's a solid card. So far, this looks like a very balanced game because my first four picks are all quite good. They don't encourage me to go in any one direction, though. They're sort of I can kind of do anything with honestly, I can do anything with these four cards. The only thing I can't pick right now is I couldn't pick something like you know what? I could even pick Cowboy Mother. I probably couldn't pick Head of the could I pick Head of the Family? Maybe. Head of the Family would be kind of tough. Not that I'm going to see head of the family anymore, but just thinking that this hand is very flexible. I guess it doesn't give me a way of holding animals early, but I might be able to just hold animals early.
Woo, finally catching one of these live.
Hey, HIKLJ, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Currently on a 9-month streak. Don't you normally watch live? I feel like you normally watch somewhat live. Or are you saying the draft? You're getting in on the draft earlier. But yeah, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub, HIKLJ. I really appreciate that. Let me know how noisy the background noise is. There's some hammering going on. Oh, okay. I see. Well, I've been going. I have been starting a little later than I was. Well, yeah, nothing right now. Because I think the guy's downstairs. But that's okay. So yeah, this opening hand looks quite good. The only thing that really sucks if they're installing a mini bar. No, it's the bathroom. They're doing work on the bathroom. We're getting new flooring. So last week we got new flooring in the kitchen and the front entryway, and then now we're getting new flooring in the bathrooms as well as the um, cabinets, the stuff the sink is in. We're getting those replaced. So some little bathroom upgrades, which is nice. PM says one of the packs was really neat. Talking about mine, I'm assuming. Yeah, my pack was pretty good. You had to choose between Chief and Grain Seller. And what else was there? Resource Seller. There's good cards. Really good cards in that pack. Even Grump, if you wanted a two family member game. Alright, so Trailblazer's the card that wheeled. I think with Plowman, I'm less interested in Trailblazer than I normally would be. Although if I pass Trailblazer to the Grain Seller, that'll feel quite bad. Puppeteer is a card that lets me play my occupations really easily with Thatcher, with Patron, but it's unreliable. That's a problem. It's very unreliable. I think I'm taking. I guess I could. I could actually take Grump here. I could take Grump as a 4-wood occupation because this is sort of looking like a 3-room house. Yeah, Thatcher's Helper. I think it's Grump or Thatcher's Helper. Just kind of walking through all of them. So the thing about Grump is this is kind of looking like a 3-room house with a really pretty farm. Get to clay, build a ton of major improvements with hobbyist plus botanist, and have a really good crop score with plowman plus botanist. I could take Thatcher's Helper here for sure. Thatcher's Helper, I really want a good use for the reed, although I should get the food pretty easily. Humble Farm Boy would get grunt points too. That's true. Well, Humble Farm Boy might wheel because the packs have been quite good. If the packs are quite good, then, you know, someone might be less inclined to take Humble Farm Boy. I think I like the idea of taking Thatcher's Helper here, though. Puppeteer is a little too unreliable. But the thing is, with Thatcher's Helper, I really need to spam occupations. So, I think we're not taking Wealthy Man here. Too many cards don't work with Wealthy Man. Thatcher's Helper, Hobbyist, Botanist. Probably not Rancher. Yeah, I want to be plowing. Or sorry, I don't want to be plowing. I want to plow with my plowman. Wheedler is good if you have a reason to day labor a bunch, and it's good if you have a reason to Reedstone Food a bunch, which this hand doesn't particularly like Reedstone Food because I get Reed from Thatcher's Helper and Stone from Botanist. How However, if I get like a day labor combo, then Wheedler would be a fine pick. I think whatever is here is unlikely to get played. I think Junk Dealer is the most likely to get played with my hand as it is now, but Wheedler probably has the highest impact. So I think I'll take Wheedler here. So I'm kind of regretting not taking Rancher now, because Rancher plus Experienced Farmer, and then if I saw Evening Prayer would be a really good reason for me to go into early fields. All right. Got a couple good options here. We could take Rope Fences, or we could take Cotton Field, or we could honestly take Beehive Oven. We could take any of those three. I like Beehive Oven so much. I'm so happy we're playing G again. I love Beehive Oven. Beehive Oven, with Botanist, it can get me grain, and then of course with Hobbyist, I can build the Beehive Oven really easily, which is really nice. We could take a card like Rope Fences. Rope Fences giving us an excellent use for the read off of Thatcher's Helper. Or we could also take a card like Cotton Field here. Cotton Field is very likely to be 2 fields for us. I think this game is going to be determined by how many major improvements I can play with Hobbyist. And Beehive Oven is a card that really rewards me spamming 2 stone whenever I can, and then building major improvements whenever I can with Hobbyist. So I think I might only play 5 occupations, so Cotton Field gets quite a bit worse at 1 field. I mean, it's good, but it's not amazing. Rope Fences is good, but I think I could build the Basket Maker's Workshop as another way to use my read. I like taking Beehive Oven here. Wow. Oh, man. Well, Magnet seems pretty great with... If I had an Ock Engine, yeah. So Magnet with... Hobbyist seems pretty great, and I mean we've obviously got Iron Oven and then Ceramics here. I like, but Treehouse, right? Treehouse, so good. I think I have to take Ceramics though, because with Hobbyist, Ceramics just lets me build the pottery for free before the round 4 harvest. Like, if I can pull off Beehive Oven into Ceramics and pottery, like free pottery before the end of stage 1, like that's crazy. Yeah, I think Treehouse is really good here, but I think there's no way I can pass Ceramics here. Not with Hobbyist in hand. It's just too good. It's just way too good. So I'm thinking my stage 1 is gonna look something like, if I can take Reedstone Food and then take Grain, and then play Patron and take Clay, and then play Hobbyist. Hobbyist would play Beehive Oven, and then I could start players Ceramics, and then whenever somebody family builds an occupation in round 4, I could build the thing. Yeah, I think I have to take Ceramics here. Whoa, Animal Farm. Animal Farm is really good. Animal Farm is really good. Day labor, action space, you can pay a food to plow field. Good with Wheedler, but not enough on its own. Not with Plowman in hand already. Yeah, so I think the hope is Reedstone Food round 1 into Grain. Round 2 Patron into 4 Clay. I need to start player to get Beehive Oven Stone. I don't know. I think I have to take Animal Farm here. Animal Farm is really very good. I kind of wish I had taken I guess Trip to the Lake and Mango Tree is a combo, and I do play it a lot easier with Hobbyist. And the thing about Hobbyist, it lets me spam improvements in a way that no other card does. I think I'm going to take Animal Farm here, though. The fact that I can play Animal Farm without an action is pretty massive. Oh, wow. We got some good stuff here, too. Plow Feast is good, but the pick here is Barn. I think the pick is definitely Barn. Yeah. Barn here is quite good. So if my Plowman can get my first field before round 8, that would be quite nice. And then it's going to be worth just incidentally plowing to also make stables, which will let me hold for my animal farm. So Barn looks great here. This pick. Negotiation lets me build ovens really early for ceramics. Though I don't need to force out the ovens crazy early. It's difficult for other players to build the pottery. It takes work. So could just take Stonehouse Reconstruction here. I don't think I need Stonehouse Reconstruction though. I think I like Flamingo Lake here. Negotiation is okay. It's gonna cost a lot of food. Beehive counts as my early oven. I know it does, but the thing is, it requires Reedstone food twice, which I'm gonna have to start player to get Reedstone food. So if I'm gonna have to start player to get Reedstone food, then my actions become extremely limited. Then they become Awk, Clay, start player, Reedstone food. I only have one free action, and that might not even be free. That might be forced to be a grain or a food action. So that's quite tight, I think. My stage 1 would be quite tight. Now, I don't have to get Beehive Oven and Pottery out before the end of round 4. But if I could do that, then I guarantee that I'm going to get the Pottery. The issue with waiting on ceramics until later is that I'm giving other players more opportunities to take stone repeatedly, and then to take clay, and then to build the pottery themselves. Yeah. Hello, Mariska. Hope you're doing well today. So Iron Oven wheeled. Iron Oven looks quite good. We could also take Magnet. So the issue with Magnet is it makes the one stone accumulation spaces worse. However, with a card like Hobbyist, we're going to be able to spend all of the stone that we have pretty easily. So then Magnet will be able to pop off more often than normal. So as much as I would like to take Iron Oven here, I think I have to take Magnet. I think so. And I could take Sawmill here. Usually the joinery is a pretty low priority improvement, and so I should be able to upgrade it and then rebuy it. It does cost a lot of food, or it costs a lot of wood, but Sawmill is a pretty solid improvement. It's 3 points, so. Alright. So 3 wood is a pretty bad start for this hand, I think. Because I don't really want to start player. The thing is that with Hobbyist in hand, I don't really want to start player at all in round 1, in stage 1. I kind of want the 1 stone space to never go to 3 stone. Yes, I want to keep it at exactly 2 stone. Probably most of the time it'll be a grain and a food. But yeah, I get what you're saying, Damba. And welcome. So this draft was quite difficult. I passed some really good cards to my opponents. Oh, this is wrong. Thatcher goes over here. Whoops. I'm here. So we have resource dealer for Thatcher. So I'm getting 3 wood or expensive occupation. Expensive occupation patron would be fine. Otherwise, 3 wood is, we're kind of forced. Plow last action is fine. Yeah, with barn, I guess. I think I would take 1 grain over plowing, though. Yeah, I think I would take 1 grain over plowing. Because I'm very likely to bake that grain, so. And I'm very likely to bake it early. Alright. So PM reedstone food into 2 clay. Oh, minus food, thank you. I was too distracted laying out the farms. So muddan, if muddan could start player here, that would be great. Thing is, I do want reedstone food, so start player into reedstone food is good for me. The problem is, with hobbyist in hand, I don't really want to start player. I'm going to take a grain here. Isn't plow better with experienced farmer? I'm not really planning to play experienced farmer. Yeah, there's some hammering. Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. So next action is occupation hobbyist, I think. And then my second action would be taking 2 wood or 2 clay. Muddan might cheap occupation or might 3 wood. Ooh, educator here from Muddan. Too bad he didn't pass that to me. I would have liked that card. Well, we're going to go ahead and play hobbyist. Net plus food. And I have no improvement to play, so I'm not going to play an improvement on educator's occupation. Undergardener. Alright. So Muddan probably going to second action day labor. Not barn? Nah, I can play barn on family growth. I can play barn anytime. I don't even know when my plowman is going to come out yet. If my plowman comes out round 3, then I could play barn in on family growth in, say, round 7. But PM's had quite a good start here. Well on the way to building the first room. And of course I sit in front of PM, so that's doesn't bode well for me getting a room early, but 3 would better try to occupation last in stage 1. You think so? I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to get my occupations out. Like I want my hobbyist to come out. So I'll take 2 clay here. It's not great. I think it's acceptable. I'm threatening if PM wants that first sheep grab, you know, he's got to work for it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know, like 2 clay, 3 wood. They actually, it might be, you know, not that different for me in this game. Sheep don't come out till round 4, so I have no interest in the fireplace. I'm going for my oven. So if I could reedstone food twice in a row, that would be great. But Thatcher's taking reedstone food, of course, unsurprisingly. So I'll get 3 wood here. PM shows no interest in occupations. Yeah, PM might be playing into Wealthy Man. We did pass him Wealthy Man very late. Maybe they're passing it around. HIKLJ. We'll take 3 wood here. Second action, Occupation Plowman seems okay. Because I do get that, I do kind of want that field before round 8, because then that field will provide the field for barn, which is nice. And obviously Muddan is not looking like he's going to play on the occupation space, so. And if we assume that PM is playing into Wealthy Man, then he's probably not going to play an occupation for a while. Thatcher grabbing clay here. Yeah. Thatcher well on the way to building some clay improvements with Resource Dealer, which is scary. I can play Flamingo on Muddan's Edu on my occupation. I had the exact same thought. We are of one mind here. Yep. Agreed, Northern Watch. Raid Collector, alright. I'm gonna play Flamingo Lake with Hobbyist and get a food back immediately. Okay, I like to read quite a bit. PM plays Photographer, so not Wealthy Man. Interesting. So I could play an improvement here. I don't think I will, though. Don't have anything obvious to play. Muddan is playing Part-Time Builder, so I don't have to worry about competing with Muddan for rooms at all. Thatcher looks like Thatcher might be trying to set up for 2 rooms at once, I'm guessing. I probably need to take 2 read here, although the 2 read might wheel. If I take 4 wood here, I guess if I take 4 wood, there's a risk that PM takes 3 wood, and then Thatcher is unable to build. No, you know what? Because Thatcher could then build the cooking hearth, and then set up for building in round 5. Yeah. So maybe we can risk the read. Hope to get a better read action if I take 4 wood here. And I do want really good wood actions. But yeah, Thatcher being ready to build the pottery is quite bad for me. I'm not happy about that at all. That's really bad for my ceramics. Unfortunately, PM has been start player for all of stage 1 with zero other start player actions, so that's been quite bad for me. Muddan's really hit the food spaces. Fishing and traveling players. Also, he can't day labor anymore with Undergardener in play. Yeah, Part-Time Builder might not have been a great play with Under Gardener out. He's lucky. Honestly, he's lucky he got 3 food, fishing, and traveling players, because that was really risky of him. So Thatcher's building the cooking hearth here, so that makes me pretty happy. Because it means I'm getting 2 reed back. Damba cheered. Oh, thank you so much, Damba. Thanks for the bits. Yeah, so Thatcher is ready to build in round 5. So I figured Thatcher was going to do something like that. So 3 wood is gone, so I don't have to worry about start playing into a really good wood action anymore. I think what I do here is I take 2 reed, because if family growth comes round 5, it might get me 6 wood, 6 clay. Or should I take the clay? Maybe I should take the clay here and hope that I get the 3 reed next round. Yeah, you know what? The clay is quite valuable for me. Feed 4, and then I get a food from Flamingo. So you bought a bunch and then weren't sure how to use them. That's funny. Guess I'll die. Yeah, there's family growth round 5. So Thatcher has to build here. Actually, no, Thatcher doesn't have to build because I can't build. So I need this 3 reed to come back. And if it doesn't come back, I can take reedstone food, I suppose. But I really want the 3 reed. Yeah, Thatcher takes reedstone food. So Thatcher might be setting up for the well, maybe, with the 3 stone. Which, if that would happen, I'd be very happy. Muddan, no, Muddan. Oh, he can build. Yes, part-time builder is empty. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. I don't know why I thought he wasn't going to be able to build until after me. But, of course, he can build as soon as somebody else builds. That's silly on my part. So Thatcher lets Muddan jump in front of him. Which is probably not going to be worth it. Yeah, because he didn't show it on his farm. But obviously he picks up the reed from the round 5 with Reed Collector. Yeah, I have a feeling that Thatcher was unaware. I tend to agree. Oh, I could have played Thatcher's Helper there. Honestly, do I have the food for Thatcher's Helper? Without getting an oven, the Thatcher's Helper feels quite difficult to make work without an oven. Like, I don't know if I can afford the reed on top of it. Thatcher will try for 4 rooms. I agree with that. Maybe Thatcher has axe? Oh, Thatcher just played an occupation. So I have a chance to play an improvement here. But again, no stone. No stone. And I don't really want to build any of these yet. So, kind of just need to wait. So PM played Mangrove Tree on Family Growth. And then Thatcher played a Cater. So Thatcher definitely setting up for the well here. Muddan playing Balance Farmer. If you're tooting your own horn a little there, it sounds like. I wonder if I should play Botanist with this move. Force Thatcher to first action build if he wants to build. So I could play Botanist here. This keeps the Flamingo food coming in. Yeah, I'm going to try this. Oh, really? Sorry about that. You need headphones, clearly. They really should wait for Muddan to announce his occupation, but to be fair, he is being quite slow on announcing the occupations. Yeah, Hunter is like a very important card to reveal. Like, you have to reveal that as soon as you have the opportunity. You can't hold on to that one. That's pretty relevant. Yeah, I like botanist. Um, okay, so how am I feeding without getting 2 stone? If Thatcher builds, I'll read stone food and then 1 stone round 7, I think. Because I need to pay for my field. I want to get barn in play. I want to build my beehive oven. There's a lot for me to do here. Oh, Thatcher is playing the well. Alright, cool. So I can build a room with my first move. Actually, no, I don't have to build with my first move. Thatcher's using his wood here. Thatcher doesn't have wood anymore. So I can build second action. So I can first action read stone food. Which seems like exactly what I want, because I want to be able to build the clay oven with hobbyist. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to happen here. Assuming Muddan doesn't take reedstone food, which he might. Muddan might immediately take reedstone food here. Although if I'm Muddan, I'm looking at the 2 reed coming in, and with the 3 wood here, thinking, how do I build another room really quickly? Seems highly questionable. Thatcher is setting himself back. Yeah, certainly the... Oh, damn it, Muddan. Certainly the fact that... that Muddan's going to be able to build again quite quickly is a problem for Thatcher. I could play Occupation Thatcher's Helper here, and then take 3 wood, and then double build. If I can do that without starving. The thing is, if I don't take the 3 wood here... The fact that I have no stone is driving me crazy. I need stone so badly. As soon as I get that 1 stone, it's worth a lot. Okay, so... If I play Thatcher's Helper here, then I can buy a reed when Muddan family grows. The thing is, if Thatcher then takes 3 wood, then I'm forced to second action build. Which I guess is not the end of the world. Alright, let's do it. Reed, wood, wood. Whoops. Thatcher says no edu. Alright. So if I'm gonna play barn on family growth next round, so let's say let's assume I have to second action build, because Thatcher takes 3 wood here. Then I'm gonna barn on family growth, and my other action has to be for me to get food. It could be reedstone food if I know someone else will play an occupation to let me play to let me hobbyist the clay oven. I need to hobbyist the clay oven so bad. Oh man, I need to hobbyist the clay oven so badly. The fact that I haven't gotten a single reedstone food action. I've been last the entire game. Which is killing me. Let's see if Thatcher takes 3 wood here. He does take 3 wood. Okay, so I have to build. Or start player. But I'll build. I mean, Flamingo Lake has been pretty solid so far. It's gotten me 4 food before the end of stage 2, which is pretty ridiculous, but it also means that I've been last. It also means I've been last all 7 rounds so far. Hope I'm being efficient enough, guys. I really hope I'm being efficient enough to pull this off. I don't know if I am or not, but oh man. Flea market for muddan, also known as Medino. I'll buy the reed. Thatcher is other players, right? Any player. So I do get the wood myself. And where'd the reed go? It went on day labor. He's trying to bribe people into going on day labor. Honestly, getting flea market here is pretty great. Because it's, if I pay a reed, it's net +2 food for me with hobbyists. So passing miners are great for me to get past. Let's build a room. Or flamingo, not swan. Flamingo is now empty. Shame about the barn field. Oh, I could still pay for it. PM is playing an occupation. Okay, so I definitely want to do something with that. Flea market, net +2 food. So I play flea market, pass it on to PM, and get I get the read back on family growth, and I get net +2 food, which is great. What's the question? Do you get a food for balance farmer? Yeah. Yeah, that seems fine. Trigger balance first and then get the read. He's taking a food from last round too. That one I'm not so sure about. I guess he took one wood. I guess he had 1 wood, 1 stone is what he's communicating. Or no, he would have had 1 reed, 1 stone because he picked up a reed to pay for flea market. Right. Okay, that seems fine. Okay, can I get 1 stone, please? Guys, can I just get 1 stone? It feels like I'm playing a 2-player game. There's no reedstone food action, except for the fact that my opponents are getting stones so they can build my freaking pottery. And actually, it looks pretty likely that PM will build the pottery. Pottery looks pretty fantastic with PM set up. Our only hope now is we can surprise it out with hobbyists. If we can surprise it out with hobbyists, then that's good. All right. So there's 3 wood available. I don't have to family growth here, so I won't. So I think I take reedstone food finally. And there should be a read on family growth, and PM gets the flea market. Everything looks okay. So I can safely family growth barn, second action. One stone kind of better than reedstone food. Yeah, that's true. Although I kind of want to take 2 stone. I mean, reedstone food gives me the option of building the Basque Maker's Workshop because I'm going to have more reed than I need with Thatcher's Helper. So if I'm not going to get the pottery, I can get something else. Good magnet if someone ox. But don't I really... I think I need to play the clay oven. If someone ox, I need to play the clay oven, I think. The other thing is, if someone ox, it's very likely 2 occupations come out. So I could respond with clay oven to the first one, ceramics to the second one from educator, and then pottery on family growth. So if Thatcher could play an ox here, that would be pretty great. But of course, Thatcher has no food to play ox. So, man, I can't believe a Flamingo Lake is empty in round 7. This game sucks. Why do I play it? uh, I think I starve if I play Magnet. Yeah, I definitely would play the clay oven over Magnet. I could play Magnet after taking 2 stone in round 8. Muddan's got Treehouse. I cannot believe this card got all the way back to Muddan. What? What else got taken out of that pile? How did that get back there? What? What else even got taken out of that pile? Oh my god. Oh man. Guess this should go up here. Not that it really matters. Yeah, plus with Thatcher's Helper. Yeah, I forgot to take it. And I can feed 5 here. Can Muddan start player, please? Please, there's 6 wood available. Please start player. Another clay grab from PM, yeah. This is not looking good. PM very... I guess my best chance is if I block Major Minor. I could block Major Minor with ceramics. But the problem is he can also reno. So I'd have to block both. It is possible. PM gets... Maybe if PM gets tied up getting food or something. Also, Muddan... Not last, finally. Alright, I need food here. I need food really badly so that I can respond to Hobbyist. Respond to stuff with Hobbyist. So I'm gonna first move Major Minor Clay Oven here. Yeah. Yeah, I need food really badly. So, yeah, 2 stone looks like a good move. Probably second move 2 stone so that I can respond to any potential occupations that get played. Yeah, Thatcher's well was really questionable. Because PM and Muddan are both going to grow ahead of Thatcher. So Thatcher fell back really far. Which, to be fair, Thatcher's mistake was really good for me. Let me grow around earlier, but... PM can't reno. Yes, that's right. PM cannot reno. So I could start player ceramics last move. So take 2 stone and then start player ceramics. Muddan's gonna family growth, of course. I'll pay a food for the reed. Take 2 stone, a food, and a grain. So then last move, start player ceramics. Unless, of course, PM takes reedstone food here. Yeah, of course, he takes reedstone food. Rip. Well, if he renos and builds the pottery now, then he no longer has a clay to eat in the next harvest. Oh, beautiful. Thatcher playing Humble Farm Boy here. Thatcher just played Humble Farm Boy. So I get to hobby ceramics. Thatcher Humble Farm Boy, beautiful for me. Really what I wanted to see. Yeah, this is part of why Hobbyist is so good. Lets me do surprise stuff like this. So now I can start player pottery. PM Kinorano, nick of time. Yeah. Might end start players though I'm boned. Yeah. I mean, it's a clay for a food, so it's not awful, but... The thing is, Muddan is already the start player. So start player for Muddan seems like a pretty awful move. But if he says, if I don't start player here, William will obviously start player. Yeah, because if... Yeah, if he doesn't start player, clearly I'm going to start player pottery. Free and not last. Took, was it 2 food fishing? So maybe he's thinking about his next round family growth. Okay, PM plays an improvement. He plays social climber, or he plays an occupation. He plays social climber. I'm gonna play basket maker's workshop in response. All right. So yeah, I definitely want to plow a field this round. Otherwise, what else do I want to do? I guess I want to play magnet probably. So taking 1 stone somehow seems good. What else do I want to do? Yeah, not too much else. Plowing seems like a reasonable move here. I guess I could take 3 wood first. 3 wood, plow, and then clay or reedstone food or stone. I guess I could still play experienced farmer. How many do I get at this point? 1, 2, so I'd get grain, veg, sheep, boar. The grain and veg is not anywhere near as good with botanist in play. Removed animal farmer and job seeker. Yeah, job seeker is quite good. Animal farmer also really good. The occupation animal farmer. I assume they're talking about the one where you get points if your pastures are at max capacity, and if all of them qualify, you get a bonus point. So it's like very often a 5-point card, or 6 points. Yeah. So Thatcher is finally building. So I just don't want, and you know what, muddan can't plow because of the stable there. So we're getting our plow back, which is great. How did your game end up, Lumen? I was watching a bit of it. Lack of experience. Yeah, well, because people didn't play G-Deck for a long time, so. So PM will family growth here, which means I get another wood. Barely beat out JP's Field Watchman in the end, so that was nice. Nice. Have a nice day. Um, yeah, G-Deck. Well, G-Deck was all the rage until WM came in. It was EGIK, and then WM came in, and then people kind of stopped playing G and started playing EIK WM. Thatcher gonna start player food storehouse. Well, it was fun not to be last. So we're third again. Back to my natural position this game. Also, food storehouse triggers a cater, so that's fun. So Thatcher really trying to lean all in on a cater here. Yeah, G with a collection. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm going to take one stone here. Gives me the option of playing Magnet. One stone plus FV. Thatcher says he should have just built in stage 2. Yeah, I agree. So we'll eat a clay, a reed, and a food. Oh, I forgot to take my wood from Thatcher's helper. I did not. Yeah, I need to. And then I get to build a barn, stable at the start of round 10, and then also pay a food to plow a field. Yeah, family counts was a fun one. All right, we're ready to start taking animals now. So first action, 6 wood, 6 clay looks pretty good. It's clay for reno plus a couple extra clay for eating or for building major improvements with hobbyists. Yeah, it kind of has just a really bad reputation. Like Kulala always says, no NL is fine. Anything but NL. You're just like, no NL. Think I'm going to play Experienced Farmer still? I don't think so. The top two items are a grain and a vegetable. They're just not what I need with Botanist here. I'd rather take Stone than play an Occupation. The other thing is they're slow, right? I don't get the vegetable until round 12. Sure, the two animals are nice, especially with a card like Animal Farm, but... Well, it sounds like you gotta play some AG too, Sid. PM Reno plus Cooking Hearth. So the clay is gone, unfortunately. So we could first move take wood, 4 wood, or more likely 3 wood. We don't need to field anymore. We have enough fields for the rest of our barn. We plowed naturally twice and then 3 fields from plowmen, so barn is all good to go. So we actually don't even really like plow sow that much. We really want to sow bake. So I kind of like start player here. I could start player magnet if nobody gives me the opportunity to play magnet normally. Well, not normally, play with hobbyists. So because there's going to be 2 cattle available in round 11, so picking up the 2 cattle would be nice. Yeah, I think maybe there's some good editing going on that we're not aware of. I'm hoping that that's the case, Sid. That while we are playtesting, they are simultaneously doing editing and refining and realizing all the duplicates we were given. So Thatcher Family Growth Ox Goad. You get a wood from Thatcher's Helper. I probably want to set up a sow. The only question is it a sow or is it a sow bake? It can probably be a sow. Like if I guess I could take stone one more time. If I take stone one more time, then I could last move sow 2 grain and a vegetable. And then I'd be ready to bake them with beehive in round 12, for example, for a ton of food. But they're playing Broom here. I assume this is on start player. So yeah, getting 2 boar or 2 cattle would be fine. My dad says this is some garbage. Swing and a miss on the broom. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not planning to play it. I kind of thought it was dead last round, to be honest. I like oyster recipe. I like oyster, but not without a cooking hearth. Botanist has been a hero so far, I have to say. Botanist after Hobbyist second was quite good. If you got the boar on it, it would be an okay. Yeah, I didn't really want to play it last round, to be honest. Yeah, Botanist has been quite good. Especially with anything that lets me... it works really nicely. The problem with taking stone lots of times is that you also have to use actions to use the stone. So occupations that let you use the stone right away are really good. So for example, hobbyist. Whenever someone plays an occupation, I get to use the stone. A card like Stone Trader. Stone Trader is really good. Oh, I don't think I took my wood from Thatcher's Helper. Still need to do that. Guys, I can't do math. I only plowed once naturally. I cannot do math at all. I still need one more field. I need a plow sow action. Yeah, no, I need to remove it. I did plow it already. So I do want one plow sow action. I can't do math, apparently. So start player round 13 into round 14 so bake or plow sow would be quite good. PM plays Trailblazer. Okay, Imp. Imp. Let's play Magnet. For one food. Planter box here is quite nice for PM. I could also just fence big. Yeah. I think though I have time to plow sow. I mean, obviously, if I don't get start player, then I can consider fencing big. Because yeah, 2 points will be fine. It might be 3 points if it lets me sow an extra crop. Not sure about that yet. Looks like I have to take 4 clay here. Because Thatcher just picked up clay, so I need to make sure I get the clay for Reno. Looking like I... Do I want to go to a stone house? I guess if the stone oven's available, I'll just build the stone oven instead. Certainly the 1 clay I'll probably eat this harvest. Really want growth without room. Yeah, extra action plus the 3 points would be fantastic. Fantastic. Nice planter box sow here for PM. Gets him another field with his Trailblazer around 12. I'm still floored that Treehouse got all the way to Muddan. That card is so good. Start player into family growth is like miners that let you give space are really good, and Treehouse is one of the best because it's cheap and it's also not obvious. It doesn't look like Clayhouse extension. They underrate it. You think so? I rate it quite highly. I'm removing these stables because they're annoying. Um, wonder if I'm supposed to start player here. If I don't start player, what are my alternatives? Taking a wood and a stone? It would give me the option of playing beehive oven next round, having the second stone. Or I could trigger botanist again. I think this is what we're doing. I think wood and a stone is not a bad option. I mean, I opened treehouse, but I had to take ceramics, and it worked out. It was very close to not working out, but it did work out. So. Oh, hey, is that a stone from an accumulation space? No. It is a stone from an accumulation space, but it's not a stone accumulation space. Hey, Plow Feast. I'll pay 2 food for a field. And then I eat a clay, a reed, and a food to feed 6. And I build a barn stable. Take reed? No, I'm not, because I have to pay for it, so I don't have any food right now. So I think I might first move start player round 12. Because I'm going to want family growth, and I'm also going to want to play beehive oven, and I have no food, so I can't play anything with hobbyist right now. So getting it seems reasonable. Ooh, PM playing an occupation here. So I guess technically I could play. No, no, I can't, because once I pay for Plow Feast, I go down to 1 food. So I didn't have any food to play. Oh, beehive oven only costs 1 food. I'll imp. No, no, no. I don't have any grain to bake. No change. I don't have any grain to bake because I don't pick it up until after PM plays his occupation. ADP is 1.48. Yeah, and it got picked 4th this game. Shocked Pikachu face. This board is pretty gross, so we're going to go ahead and start player beehive oven. And the only question is, how much are we baking? I guess we probably just bake 1 grain to 6 food. Yeah, I've got Basket Maker's Workshop and pottery. I have other ways. I have other sources of food, so I think this is okay. I need to breed my boar as well. Yeah. I start playing twice the whole game. I was last. I can't get over the fact that I was last for the first 7 rounds. Jeez. Sometimes the game hates you. Point him to my flamingo lake. Yeah. I said I would last 2 times, and Muddan says that's 2 times too many if you ask me. So it looks like we're probably not getting to stone. Because if I do pick up any stone, I'd probably just rather build the stone oven than reno do a stone house. But I won't reno. I'll leave reno fence available to me. Although there are 2 players at stone already, so if Thatcher renos like in the next 2 rounds, then I could always double reno in the last round. That's still an option. Speaking of which, what am I doing? Taking 1 cattle, I suppose? No, you know what? The cattle's not really good if I can't breed the boar again. So taking cattle kind of really makes me want to fence before the next harvest, which I don't know if I will do. I could take 3 reed. I could take... I don't really want reedstone food. Yeah, because I want a magnet of stone. I guess I could just take the stone. I kind of want to just take 1 boar. I know I'm not likely to fence, but I'm giving up 1 point from double breeding boar to gain points from cattle. You know what? I don't have that many moves. 3 reed is fine. Yeah, I don't have that many moves. I think 3 reed is okay. Cattle allows me to get Animal Farm in play. Ooh. And then I don't have the breeding issue. Yes. Yes, because then I can spend my Animal Farm. That's a great point. And then even if I'm using Animal Farm, paying a boar just to take one other type of animal, that's fine. Because that's gaining me points. That's a really good point. Maybe I'll last move cattle then. Yeah, that's a really good point, Sid. I didn't think about that. I kind of forgot I had Animal Farm. I did the David and Dan thing. I just kind of forgot. You know, I just kind of forgot about this important thing I should keep in mind, which is my cards. Board is really bad. Yeah, 1 cattle is fine. Yeah. Muddan might even do 1 cattle to get a second cattle to start breeding them. Especially with Oyster Farm or Oyster Recipe. Why is the 2 clay fireplace available? I guess it got upgraded after Muddan bought the 3 clay fireplace. Oh, he might have bought the 3 clay for Balance Farmer. I forgot about that. I should have pointed that out if that happened. I haven't really been following my opponent's farms. I've been really focused on my own farm. Because I kind of want things I value everything a little differently from all my opponents. Because of hobbyist and the other thing. Hobbyist and I don't even know what I have on the tip of my tongue. So Muddan hasn't played his 7th occupation yet. I'm guessing it's an end of the game points card that he wants to hold on to. Everyone's game looks slow for a round 5 growth game. Yeah, we're not gonna have any, like, yeah. Muddan's game is kind of finished, yeah. Doesn't have very many points. I mean, he does have 3 fence stables, and he'll end up... Probably Muddan's game depends on whether or not he gets another sow action in round 14. That'll be a huge point move for him. But the fact that, yeah... and he does have 4 family members, which is nice. PM's got a lot of points from his photographer there. But not very many improvement points otherwise. There's Chief. I'll pay a food to play Animal Farm. So action is 1 point and some food. Yeah, I think the food will be good. Yeah, he needs the food. Because the point is, if he gets the sow action, then he doesn't have to eat his cattle, and then he can actually get some animal points. If he has to eat his cattle, he's in trouble. I agree. Use it now just to take 1 boar and deplete the actions for opponents. I do like that, yes. There's the Animal Farm guest. I guess I don't have to decide on it until it's my turn, I think. Yeah, I can guess this round. Yeah, because it's any time I would have a turn. I can wait till my action to commit. Yes, I can. Yep. Thatcher playing Grain Shrine. Thought he didn't have any stone. Oh, I guess he had stone from Resource Dealer. That's 2 points. It doesn't do anything, but gives 2 points, which is nice. So first action, family growth. Hopefully I can second action 3 wood. PM still needs a little bit of wood, but it's not super high priority for him. Not over plow sow. Thatcher and Muddan both have finished their wood, so their wood grab, so I should get it back. And then after that, a 3 stone grab would be great, triggering botanist. And then last move could be sow bake. This game has slowed down a lot at the end here. I guess Thatcher's played pretty slow the whole game. If I can fence halfway decently, I should win. I agree. Yep. Like if I get 3 wood twice, if I can fence like pretty late in round 14 after taking 3 wood a couple times, then that'll be quite good for me. Magnet is end of the round or start of the round? End. So I can magnet a stone here. Nope. Whoops. And I'll buy a reed here. May as well. I can remove my field. Ooh, Cottonfield is nice here for PM. So that's why I played Chief last round. To set up for Cottonfield. Very nice. Very nice for PM. Yeah, Cottonfield pretty great for PM. Yeah, with a 4-point chief and a 4-point photographer, maybe 5 points. And a massive potential Plauso here. Yeah, it's quite a good Plauso. Thatcher takes stone. Stonehouse extension looking at his resources. I don't think we didn't open it, did we? Corn on the cob. I don't mind being past that. Could maybe play it in the last round. Yeah, no Stonehouse extension. But you're right, it does kind of look like that. I think it's probably just Stonehouse. It's probably just Stone Oven. I get family growth without again, which is nice. Yeah, especially denying it from PM because it's a 4-point move for PM will be good for me. Yeah, denying anyone from getting 2 boar this round is pretty great. This is a pretty great sequence for me. Plus F G. Sure. I'll maybe just double check Animal Farm. I'm pretty sure I can wait to commit. At the latest, when it's your next turn after the one in which you placed your last family member. Yes. So I can't skip. Like, if I only have 2 family members, I can't skip the 3rd chance and then use the 4th chance. So this, I have to use it here. I could also do something with the stone oven, maybe, but I do have the option of double reno available, which kind of threatens Thatcher a little bit. I like so here. Bake 1 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll eat a reed. R and 4 food to feed 7. Oh, I need to actually pay the boar. Harvest, breed the boar. I'm going to go for double reno anyways. I could do that next round. Yeah, if Thatcher maybe decides to build the stone oven. Oh no, Thatcher has the stone from Resource Dealer. So Thatcher might reno this round, I guess. Thatcher might be renovate. Yeah, double reno's available to me. Everyone else is at stone. So Thatcher decided to reno this round, which was nice of him. And then I get to build a stable round 14. Ooh, grain cellar. That card. Good card. Okay, do we play an improvement here? We could play corn on the cob. We could also play stone oven or joinery. Stone oven is 3 points. And I am going to want to take clay, and reno is safe. So yeah, I'm going to play the stone oven here. Hobby SO bake 1. Did I have a grain to bake? No, I did not have a grain to bake. But yes, hobby it. Then I magged it end of round. All right. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So take wood, take 4 wood. I'll play corn on the cob if given the chance to, because grain to 4 food is probably a fine conversion at this point. It'll let me end the game with 6 grain anyways, so that's okay. Man, I had a game recently where I had hobbyist and it worked out really badly. This has been a fantastic hobbyist game. Fantastic. Even with my frustration about not getting a stone for so long. Can you imagine if we hadn't got the ceramics pottery out? Like, this game would be so much worse in that case. Oh, muddan takes 4 wood. Okay, that's annoying. Well, I'll take 3 wood. My clay should be safe. So taking 3 wood again is 1 point. Should be between me and PM even with grain cellar. Yeah, so he's going to be able, he's got 12 grain. He can convert 2 sheep and a boar, which is not quite enough. Actually, I wonder how Hunter and grain cellar interacts. I suppose you're receiving it. It's not like it's already on the farm. Receive animals. Yeah, I suppose you're receiving them. They're not there on your farm hidden within the grain. Although they kind of I guess you're not turning it in, you're selling the grain in a market for animals. I suppose that's how that's working. You're bartering with them. So I'll take a cattle. Next move. Cattle for 2 points. We'll risk my clay action coming back. How did muddan get 4 stables? No one took day labor? That's a good question. Oh, Thatcher took day labor next round. Okay. One grain to one sheep is an insane conversion. It is a good conversion. Magnet end of round. Oh, yeah. So I couldn't magnet because both spaces were taken. So magnet was not allowed. Cattle's gone, so I'll take my clay here. Is the lore of one harvest equals 1 year? It's not really clear because you're also like having children become productive family members within the space of one round. I think harvests are more than 1 year, I would say. And also, like, every round, wood is replenishing in the forest. So, yeah. I would think you have to think of it like maybe even like multiples of 10 for everything other than family members. Like you're not taking one grain seed, you're sowing like a whole field's worth of grain seeds, you know? So the I think the numbers probably if we try to reel this then it's a little different. Has anyone played an occupation yet? No. What points are left to be? Obviously, reno fence. Taking wood is 1 point. I'm wondering if there's any point in taking. I guess if I'm gonna take a vegetable, I may as well take one stone. I'm also wondering if I should play an improvement, like play corn on the cob here. So if I reno, I have 5 clay. Don't really want to eat any, but I will have 3 reed. I will want to eat 1, so that puts me at 7. So I am gonna need some food at the end, it looks like. So taking a vegetable, but I can just get it from taking a vegetable. VS F. Muddan thinks I've got this. I'm not sure. Oh. I'm on 1 stone, not the vegetable space. Yes, I should be on the stone space. Yeah, they're announcing GG to me, but PM's sitting here with 9 bonus points. I'm not sure. Thatcher's playing an occupation, so I get to play corn on the cob. Net +3. And then clay. I guess we'll play around Constable, even though it can't really come out anymore, but play around it anyways. And then I can feed 6 food and a reed. 6 food and a reed. Alright, so I have whatever I score plus 2. So we'll see. I'm not sure if that's enough to beat PM. PM scores 51, it looks like. It's just barely enough. I score 52. I just barely win at 52. GG. Yeah, the treehouse play was very strong, Medino. Can you end game so that we can end the game? PM says lost by 1 victory point. I mean, to be fair, I was last for the first 7 rounds of the game. Yeah, hobbyist was massive this game. And also the fact that Thatcher didn't build in round 6. Thatcher not building round 6 was really good for me too. So I do have negatives on cattle, but I have some good points otherwise. Vegetable, fields, crops, stables, and with 5 family members, which was good. Yeah. Being able to play cards like Animal Farm without inaction with Hobbyist is massive. Yeah, and then also it didn't matter that I didn't have animal capacity because I can always just dump those actions into Animal Farm. That was really good too. So, very nice. Very nice game for me. Never played Educator before? Well, welcome to the Educator Club, Medino. You should watch my my video about it. I made a video about how to use Educator. I will say 3 food fishing into 4 food traveling players was very risky because you playing part-time builder and putting the stable on day labor when you've got Undergardener in hand, that was a very risky play. I mean, it worked out because you didn't end up needing to eat the vegetables, but most of the times you do. All right. Also, the fact that Treehouse got to you 4th was pretty ridiculous. That was quite ridiculous. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I'm going to I'm done for today. I'll do of course tomorrow. You know what day tomorrow is? It's Tuesday, and that means 2-win Tuesday. So let's see. I've managed a couple 2-2s and 2-3s the last couple weeks. So we'll see if I can play fewer than 5 games. That's kind of the challenge right now. Is can I get to 2 wins in fewer than 5 games? That's my challenge. So yeah, I look forward for 2-win Tuesday tomorrow. I'll try to start around 12:30, 1 o'clock Eastern. So around then, and. Otherwise, have a great day, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.